What is up? We're back with another episode of ASTN. This is James Fusco alongside me, Shane Smith. Today we're going to be talking about some our Player of the Year picks and also how we think the Patriots are going to perform without Tom Brady with his suspension. So let's jump right into it. First, Rookie of the Year. Who do you think is going to be the offensive Rookie of the Year, James?
Well, see, I think the Rookie of the Year is going to be Michael Thomas in New Orleans with Drew Brees. They really needed a tall, versatile wide receiver, and Michael Thomas is that out of Ohio State, standing at 6'3". I don't think that the defenses in their conference are going to be able to hold them back this year.
Personally, I think it's going to be Zeke Elliott with the Dallas Cowboys. You're putting him in with a talented offensive line and the prime of his physical career. I think he's going to run rampant in Dallas and take him to the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, what do you think about defensive?
Defensive Rookie of the Year, I'm going with Shaq Lawson out of Clemson. He's now a defensive end for the Bills. He's an all-around good player. He's a monster on the line. I think he takes this year.
Personally, for me, I'm going with the 5 pick with Jacksonville, Jalen Ramsey. He's a physical specimen, 6'1". He ran a 4.4 140, and he's got a 41.5-inch vertical. And in college with Florida State, he only allowed 38.5% of his passes to be completed. I think, and he's also very versatile. You can put him at safety, you can put him at corner. I think he's going to excel and win this Defensive Player of the Year. So now on to our main Player of the Years for the whole league. Who do you got for Defensive Player of the Year?
Defensive Player of the Year, there isn't very much question here. It's J.J. Watt out of the Texans. He led the league last year with 17.5 sacks, and he's the returning Defensive Player of the Year. I think he repeats.
Yeah, I have to agree with you here. J.J. Watt again. You said it, 17.5 sacks. I actually see him getting 20-plus this year. I feel that he's going to win his 4th Defensive Player of the Year. And then finally, Offensive Player of the Year, who you got?
Offensive Player of the Year, I have Todd Gurley of the Los Angeles Rams. Last year he put up 1,100 yards, even though he struggled in the middle. He had a rough patch where he had, I think, a combined around 300 yards in 5 games. But before that and after that, he was playing extremely well. And with 10 touchdowns on the ground, I think he has a very good season this year and takes this MVP.
For me, I've got to go Antonio Brown with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 10 touchdowns last year, and he only had a 1% drop rate, which was good for 5th in the NFL. So I see, with Brown getting Roethlisberger healthy for the whole year, I see Antonio Brown taking Offensive Player of the Year. And then finally, we're going to talk about how the Patriots are going to perform without Tom Brady. Tom Brady's suspended for the first 4 games. Those games are against the Cardinals, the Bills, the Dolphins, and the Texans. So, without Tom Brady, with Jimmy Garoppolo starting, what do you think? How do you think they're going to do?
Sadly, I think they'll lose the home opener to the Cardinals, but I think they'll bounce back and win the next 3. The teams they're playing, they aren't that solid, and with Brock Osweiler having his first year in Houston this coming season, I don't think that he's going to be very accustomed with that team, and I think they're going to have a rough year. But I think that Jimmy G pulls out 3 wins, and they go 3-1 because he's still a good quarterback, but I don't think he's going to be able to take down the Cardinals and get that 4th.
I'm going to have to agree with you on the Cardinals bit. I think they do lose this home opener, but I don't think they sweep the final 3 games. I think that either Miami or Buffalo, I think they're going to be handed a loss there. They've played them tight in this past year. Miami got a win on them, and I think I see one of those teams taking it. However, I don't see Houston pulling out a win here. So that'll wrap up this NFL talk show. For James Fusco, I'm Shane Smith. See you.
Deuces.